back, everybody. I put a survey out there to all my followers and I asked them, so I've got to make a sweet, I've got to make a dessert. What should I make? So I've got tons that I want to make, but there's two in particular that I want to put out there right away. So I said, please decide. Should it be tiramisu or should it be my yummy, yummy chocolate chip cookies? So 100 people replied. I am overwhelmed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of the 100 people, 80 of you answered tiramisu. So Team Tiramisu, you won. I will make the chocolate chip cookies eventually as well, but today I'm going to make tiramisu. Okay guys, so for this recipe, you're going to need some simple basic ingredients. And I am going to show you how to make the most delicious tiramisu ever. Just a few tricks, and then I'll show you when I'm doing them. I'll explain what the difference is and why I consider it a trick. Okay, so in the meantime, let's look at our ingredients. We have 600 milliliters, which is about 2 coffee pots, espresso pots, medium, of cold coffee. You can choose to sugar it or not. 6 eggs separated. So you're going to separate your yolks from your whites. 6 tablespoons of sugar, which will then go divided 3 and 3. I will explain. 500 grams of the best quality mascarpone you could find. 300 grams, so a package of ladyfingers, which in Italian are called savoiardi. A pinch of salt, I'll tell you where that comes into play, and cacao, which is your unsweetened cocoa, okay? These are the ingredients for our tiramisu, okay? Very, very simple ingredients, very easy to find. Just always make sure you choose the best quality ingredients to have the best results. Okay guys, I want to show you these eggs. Okay, it says pasta gialla. Pasta gialla in English means yellow. How would I say pasta gialla? I should have been prepared for that. It's a yellow in color, okay? Because the egg is the bright yellow. It's the eggs I was telling you about, pasta gialla. I've never seen it in Toronto. I've never seen them in Toronto. They may be there. I'm sure if you go to your local farmer and ask. I don't know how often you go to a local farmer in Toronto, but needless to say, here in Italy, they do sell them, and it's pasta gialla. When you want your dough to be really, really yellow, because these eggs are really, really bright yellow. Okay, you're gonna use. I use this for my recipe because I like my tiramisu cream to the mascarpone cream to be nice and yellow. First step, guys, I'm gonna crack my 6 eggs and divide them. Okay. And I use my KitchenAid. I'll explain to you why. Probably something that most people do not do. Okay, so my yolks go in my bowl. Look at that. Look how nice and bright. It almost looks, they should really call this impasto arancione because it's really, really bright. Okay, so that's 1. Do not get your yolk mixed with your white. Wow, that likes to travel. Okay. See, I'm not an expert, you can tell, because most chefs or pastry chefs would have totally done this way before putting it on video, because you don't even know. All right, so there we go. I'm at 3 for the count. Now I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, so I'm getting rid of my whites. I don't think I take my sweet darling time when I'm doing this on my own. Okay, so there's 3. You're only gonna use 3 egg whites, but 6 yolks. Okay? Did I say that there? 4 eggs and 2 discard. Sorry. So 4 eggs. Let's continue with that. So 4 whites. Get rid of that. I gotta be really careful here because I don't want to get any of that yellow. I did it. Okay, so that's my 4 egg whites. And I'm gonna continue with my yolks. But the whites now, Get rid of them. We don't need them. We're going to discard them. I know someone's saying, oh my gosh, she's wasting them. Oh well. Okay. 5 reds and 6 reds. Okay, guys? There you go. That's it. Now, what happens here is very, very easy. I've got my KitchenAid. If you don't have a KitchenAid, it's not a problem. What you're gonna do is you're gonna beat these bad boys for 20 minutes. The reason why I put this down here, for anyone that owns a KitchenAid knows, KitchenAid has a default. Sorry, I'm a lefty. Okay, and their default is that their blade here does not touch the base. So your ingredients don't always get mixed to the best of its capability. So I just put something very, very thin underneath so it gets a little bit closer. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is something that most people don't do. I am going to beat my reds with 3 tablespoons of sugar, okay? 3 tablespoons of sugar for 15 minutes on high. That's it. So what you can do is, in the meantime, your eggs are going with your sugar for 15 minutes, okay? They're gonna come out so fluffy, like a paste, and so light. Okay, this is my number 1 trick. So trick number 1, beat those bad boys for 15 minutes. Your 6 egg yolks and your 3 tablespoons of sugar. And I'll be right back. Okay, everybody. So we're going to shut it off after 15 minutes. And I'm going to do this next step all in one since we're here. I want you to take a look at the yolks and the sugar. Look how thick that is. Okay? That's what you want to attain. Alright? So you're going to clean your blade with a spatula. Forgive me here because I am a lefty. I know I keep repeating that, but you don't know how weird it is sometimes and uncomfortable to mix things from a different angle. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to get that, dismantle your mixer, whatever you choose to use. Like I said, if you don't have a KitchenAid, it's not a problem. You can even just use a hand blender. Okay, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna mix that nicely around here. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna add your mascarpone to your yolks, your yolk cream, as I like to call it, okay? Now, trick number 2, a lot of people mix this with the blender, with the KitchenAid, don't. So this is your mascarpone, it's quite thick, right? Keep it out of your fridge. Don't put it in your fridge half an hour before. And just as you're adding it to your egg, do this to it. Look what I'm doing. Turning it so it's kind of like just working it, but very delicately. Okay, guys? So we're putting that all into our egg mix. Okay. Our egg cream, our yolk cream. Allegra doesn't know how to shut off Papa's phone, so excuse the ringing in the background. Okay. Just do that very slowly. Tiramisu is not a cake you can make if you're in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, whip up something else. I don't know, brownies. Go to your local pastry shop, your bakery, and pick some pastries up, tiramisu, and anything you make, really, any sweets, should be done just at a very nice pace, in a relaxing mode. Okay, so here's your mix, your yolk cream and your mascarpone. Now I'm gonna combine that nicely, but slowly. I'm not gonna, okay, and I'm gonna fold from underneath like that until it is well incorporated, well mixed, but don't turn it like this. No, you don't want that, because then that 15 minutes of work that you did for your yolks, all that work will just be thrown right to the rubbish bin. Okay, you see how that's mixing nicely? Okay. And you're gonna get like a thick, amazing cream by doing so. Okay, until you see that the mascarpone is nicely incorporated, and that's gonna turn into like a paley yellow if you're using the eggs that you have in Toronto in Canada. And if you're in Europe, in Italy, you find this pasta gialla, and you'll get like a nicer, brighter yellow. Okay, look. And when you see that it's almost incorporated, you can start mixing it like this, but always slowly. You don't want to tamper with, okay, I hope you guys can see that texture. Can you see that texture? Okay. Just do that slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4 more times. Slowly. So up, down, and around. Okay. Wipe your sides. And now what you're going to do is that is the exact, okay, this is what I want to obtain. This kind of cream. Okay. Done. Don't do anything else with this cream except guys, pay attention. Okay. You're going to put that in your fridge until you've created your egg white mix. Okay. Which we're going to do right now. And we're back, folks. All right, so what you gotta do now is, these are your egg yolks, okay? Your egg whites. There's only 4 of them, okay? With these 4 egg whites, you're gonna start beating the heck out of them to make them nice and fluffy. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna start beating them for about 10 seconds, at which point, then you're gonna add your 3 remaining tablespoons of sugar, plus a pinch of salt. That is, trick number 3. Because the salt will keep your egg whites fluffy. Why are we not putting all 6 egg whites? Okay, well, I'll explain. Because the egg whites, although they're going to make it fluffy and full of air, it's also going to make it, if it's overbeaten, it's going to make it thin. Okay? You want that cream to stay nice and thick with some fluff. In some parts of Italy, like I know for sure in Genoa, Torino, those areas, they don't even use any egg whites. It's 100% egg yolk and sugar. Stop with the mascarpone, obviously. Okay. By the way, for anyone that's curious, the tiramisu originated, I believe, in the 1800s in the Veneto, Friuli, Venezia, Giulia area. Many renditions of tiramisu, tons out there. You can check them all out. I guess everyone has their own, my tiramisu is the best, but I'm convinced mine is as well. So I only use Savoiardi, and I only use the best of the best, and I always make a mistake with the name, but I'll show you the package, and that's it. So egg whites, 3 tablespoons of sugar once you've started to beat these egg whites, and then at that point you also add a pinch of salt to keep those egg whites stiff. And here we go. I just gave Dan an egg white bath. Now, let's try this trick. Hopefully it works out for me. So, sending a prayer out to my tiramisu gods. All right, this is how you know when your egg whites are ready. Are we ready? 3, 2, pray for me, Allegra. Ready? 1. Ta-da! You flip them upside down and they don't move. Ta-da! You see that, everybody? Together now. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! All right. There you go. Our egg whites are ready. Okay, guys, we're back. I just took my cream, my yolk cream out of the fridge. Gonna give it a light bottoms up. And now I'm gonna start incorporating my egg whites. This is only 3 egg whites, folks. Only 3 egg whites. I'm gonna slowly start mixing those to that. Okay? Little by little. Wow. Look, 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 look. Look, it doesn't even move off the spatula. Okay? So you're just gonna... Oh, wow. One, look at that. It almost looks like a Pavlov. Someone was asking me about doing a Pavlov today. Who was it? Let me try to remember. I don't remember. But anyways, Pavlov takes a long time. It's time consuming. I want to get recipes out there to you guys that are simple, fast, that you can prepare in less than half an hour. So what I'm going to start doing is, again, this is probably the most important step in this recipe. Look what you're doing. Do not take out the air of your eggs. Fold from the bottom up. Bottom up. Okay? Now, who cares if you're going to have chunks of white? No one's going to care when they're eating it and drooling and saying, oh, well, your egg whites were not 100% incorporated into, yeah, whatever. You don't want those people over your house for dinner anyway. Okay? So, see that, guys? Look. So that cream, you can't have the separation of that. You got to mix it in there, okay? So from the bottom up. The bottom up. Bottom up. Okay? Bottom up. All right. Now you're ready, I believe. I believe to put the rest of your fluff. These are clouds. This is a cloud, my party people. Clouds are us. All right. So let's get that in there. Bottom up. You got the drill. Bottom up, okay, guys? And get yourself a beautiful cream going here. Look at that. Look at that. I know. Don't be jealous of the color. Don't be fooled by the colors that I got. I'm just Jenny from the Cucina. Does that sound good, Cousin Lou? Cousin Lou, he makes up songs all the time. By the way, a shout out to 2 very important people who asked for the tiramisu to be done. That's Stefan Mueller and Alessia Veloci. Ciao, amore. Okay, I did this. I did it for you guys in part as well. Because I know how much you love tiramisu. Okay. So, seems like you're taking a long time to mix that cream. It's because you are. Because this goes done very delicately, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. Okay. Now, we're almost there. You see that? Do you see the thickness of that cream? Tell me you do. Tell me you do, because I do. Do you see it, Dan?
Yes.
Do you see it, Allie?
Yes.
Okay, so there we go. Oh my God, that's so awesome, guys. Okay, so see here, look at that, look at that. Okay, don't worry about it. Leave it. It'll be fine once you put it on your cookies. All right, guys. So I would say at this point, our cream that has been incorporated with egg whites and yolks and all that good stuff in between, like your sugar and your mascarpone, is done. Let's go on to the next step and final step. I'm back. By the way, how much do you guys love this? Thank you to my dearest cousin, Sabrina Paglia. I love it. Thank you. So now, guys, let's go. Let's start putting this bad boy together. What you're going to do is you're going to line your Corningware, your pot, whatever you want to use. Now, watch what you're going to do. You're just going to, oh my God, that cream. I don't mean to curse myself here, but OMG. You're going to just give it a little layer because that's going to make it like kind of stick to the pot and line your pot. Okay. Now, like all my cakes that are like very important because they have delicate creams or just like super over the top delicious. This cake is gonna be even better tomorrow and the next day. So I always suggest letting it sit for 24 hours minimum. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna start wetting your cookies. These are the sauiardi that I was telling you about. I'll show you the name after, or I'll take a picture and put it on the site. What you're gonna do, why do I have some that are cut like this? Because my pot is not very even. It won't fit the layers perfectly. What I want to talk about now is my cold coffee. Why not hot coffee? Because it'll suck up all your cookie and you'll have mush. Okay, so cold coffee, sugared if you like, non-sugared if you like, doesn't matter. When you wet your cookies, people, everybody says you put them in, roll them over, dunk them again. Don't do that. Dip them once on one side. Which side? Here's your sauiardo, okay? It's the sugar-coated part on top, the flat part on the bottom. You're gonna dunk your sugar part in, okay? And watch this. 1, 2, take it out. Start lining it. So if I choose to start lining it like this, okay? The next layer, we're gonna do it the opposite direction. I'll show you what I'm talking about as we go along. I'm gonna now just zip it and work my way. I don't like my cookies mushy. I want to taste that cream, guys, and so do you, because this cream is going to be the best cream you've ever had in your life, I assure you. Try it. What's the worst that can happen? They'll eat the whole cake. Okay, guys? So here we are. We're almost done our first layer. I want to show you what I meant about those cookies. Okay? Don't be afraid to push them over, okay? Because they're not going to be, look, I can push this still because it's not mushy. All right? Now, this part here, you want to put it inwards. You want to have that nice part at the edge. So when you cut it, you don't see the rigid part. Okay? And that's going to fit too. And that's going to fit. I'll put it like that. Play with it. It's kind of like a game of Tetris at this point. Okay, folks? Always make sure your edges, though, have the pretty even part. Okay, so here I would say another one fits, but I just have to cut a little bit. Using my eye, I would say that looks about right, okay? And that's it. And always remember, okay. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, guys. Then you're gonna put your layer. Do not start playing with your cream. Look, put it inwards. Leave the edges alone. I'll explain why. Here's why. Because it looks very pretty, especially if you're using a Pyrex, guys, to leave it a little bit. You're not going to cover it all the way to the end. That's like a 1980s tiramisu. We're going to do a 2020 tiramisu and leave like, you see that? Okay. And not only that, because then your cream is going to be nice and thick. Okay, nice and thick. Okay? Do not play with your cream. Just leave it alone. Spread it lightly and leave it alone. All right. Okay? Don't be worried if it's not even. It will all work out in the end. Okay? Do you see that? Can you get that from up top then so they can see exactly what I meant by, like, I don't want it to be even? It doesn't have to be even. That's not the look. Okay, guys? And then guess what? You're just going to do that again. One. Now, this time, last time I went this way, right? Now this time I'm going to turn my cookie around and go this way. Okay? Look at that. Look at that. In Italian we say, in Abruzzo, manga far la posta. Oh man, oh man. Can you tell I used to play Tetris when I was a kid? And look how clean my pot is. All right. Do not put anything on top. Don't coat it with more coffee. Don't do nothing. Nothing, folks. The only thing you're going to do right now is you're going to layer that bad boy with its last hit. Of cream. Now, another question many of you might ask is, why didn't this chick, Leslie, you asked me to douse it in alcohol? I don't douse it in alcohol for two reasons. I don't like alcohol in my sweets, and I allow Allegra to have some of this, even though there's coffee, and if there's coffee and alcohol, not a good mix. But yes, you can totally put alcohol in it if you like alcohol. The traditional alcohol that is used in Italy in a tiramisu is called marsala, okay? But again, tiramisu your way works. Don't listen to anyone that says, oh, but I do this and it's better, unless it's those, sorry, non-Italians that are telling you to put like onions, even if Chef Max puts onions in his carbonara or cream or something crazy like that, okay? They're not the traditional way of making those dishes, but I guess it's the way some people like them. This, what I've made you here, folks, minus the marsala, okay, is a typical tiramisu made in Italy, okay? And like I said, do you see the unevenness of that other Savoiardi? No. Okay, and you see your edges, you can still see your cookie, which is very nice, because now when you cut that, you're gonna see cookie. That's right, there are my angles, okay, on the corners. All right, and guess what, guys? There you have it, tiramisu made for you. Now, keep in mind, the unsweetened cocoa does not go on at this point. Whatever you do, please, people, do not put your cacao, your unsweetened cocoa now. Don't. Leave it alone. What you're going to put on here right now is a beautiful layer of saran wrap. And you're going to keep this bad boy in your fridge for 24 hours. Just before serving cold. Do not take it out of your fridge and make it sit. You'll ruin my cream. Okay? You're going to sprinkle it with some cacao, with cocoa, cut it nicely, and serve it. Now, keep in mind the nice thing about this dessert. Mine never lasts, and few people that I know, theirs lasts. You can freeze a tiramisu. Okay? It's delicious. Even frozen, apparently. I've never done it because we've never let one last or have ever had leftover tiramisu. Enjoy, 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 enjoy. Thank you. Put a like, because I like you. I hope you like me. Tiramisu, everybody. Voila. All right, so now you've waited 24 hours. We're about to serve it. We're going to take that saran wrap off. Okay, and you're going to get your sifter. Don't mind me, I'm using an industrial size one. Put your unsweetened cocoa in there, and you're just gonna give it a little. Stop. Did you stop the video? No, go on, stop the video. Dan, I got this in my hands. I gotta go put it in the kitchen. All right, so let's cut it up. Oh, I'm sorry. My cream is so thick, I had a hard time getting to the bottom of that piece. Okay. Here comes the true test. What does it look like? Let's see. And it's a winner.